Hello there, it is Tuesday, May 1st, and you're watching What's Up Weekly. One of the highlights of the week here in Children, Family, and Student Ministry at Southgate. Pastor Brian and I are pleased to give you all the information you need about our ministries here.
That's right. Thanks for joining us today.
We want to start off by celebrating the National Day, which is May Day.
May Day.
Here, May 1st.
Right.
You didn't know about May Day.
Well, so okay, so the first day of May, that makes sense, May Day, but the whole like giant pole in the ground with the streamers coming out and had no idea.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, it's some kind of like pagan ritual that
Probably.
lots of people do.
So don't practice it, but be glad it's May. So there you go.
Yeah, sun's coming out. Hey, so one of the things that we're working on our show is just trying to do our best and our part to solicit feedback from you, our viewers. And so you'll find connected to this video a survey that just has a few questions. We want to know who's watching our show. We'd like to know just a little bit more about you. We don't want to know your name necessarily, but we'd like to know, your stage of life, where you come from, where you live, and all of that sort of thing. And just as we think about the future of our show, we just want to make sure that we've got our finger on the pulse of our audience.
Exactly.
And that we're meeting your family's needs. And so what's happening is if you view our show from our church website, there's a link provided for you. You can take the survey. Just take a couple minutes.
Can't miss it.
And if you watch our show on our YouTube channel or Facebook, there's a link that's embedded in the description box below the video. You can just take the survey there, and that would really help us out a lot.
Yep.
So surveys stink. You go to the grocery store, you check out, here's your survey down below. You saved 15 cents on your order today, and hey, here's your survey. Take this. And you ever do those surveys?
No.
I don't either. But do this one. This
Please.
is an important survey.
Absolutely.
We need your feedback.
We do also want to tell you some things, call them our logistics, but we want to do it in a timely manner.
Ballistic
Style. So we each have 30 seconds to go through the things that we feel like you need to know.
Yep.
Would you like to talk first or second?
I'll talk.
Okay.
Yeah. Feeling confident today.
Brian, your 30 seconds begins now.
All right, great. Hey, some of you are looking for places to serve, and if God is pressing in on your heart to want to serve, I'm putting together our summer Sunday school teaching team. See me, love to get you plugged in. Parents, sign your kids up for VBS ahead of time, and don't forget to register for camp July 9th through the 14th. Peace.
That was too easy.
20
too
seconds.
Easy. Well done. All right.
Ready?
Ready.
Set, go.
Parents, last week in youth group, we actually introduced a memory verse component. We passed out these little cards. So you should ask your students today, what verse did we talk about last week? See if they remember, see if they've got it locked down yet. We're going to go over it every week for the next 6 months, which is a way to get God's word into our hearts. Also want to start a newsletter. We kind of did a promo of this back in the fall. I want to do it on a regular basis this summer. So stay tuned in your email for that. And last but not least, we will continue Wednesday nights through May. That's it.
Dude, you had like 2.5 seconds left.
Barely.
Man, it was close.
How about that?
All right. Hey, that takes us into our exciting, important, although not like over the top, like there's no bells and whistles coming out of this, but this is our family discipleship tip of the week. What I'd like to do in our family discipleship tip of the week this week is just offer maybe just a little recap of our parenting class that we did on Sunday. And so many of you know that we're walking through this parenting book by Paul David Tripp. We recommend this book. It might be one of the best parenting books I've read. I know we have some grandparents that watch our show too.
True.
If you're a grandparent and you regularly interact with your grandkids, you need to read this book.
Pick it up. It's great.
So, but we're working through chapters 8 and 9 at this point, and so chapter 8 is all about authority. And Paul Tripp is talking about the importance of exercising authority or incorporating God's authority into the home. Now, every parent and grandparent in the world would say, yes, that's what our world needs. Our kids need a stronger hand. This is framed a little differently. And so Tripp talks about how teaching and modeling the protective beauty and authority is one of the foundations of good parenting. And framing authority not in a heavy-handed, punitive sort of way, but to help our kids see the beauty and the protective quality of God's authority is really what we're trying to do. And sometimes I think we go about it all wrong. And so Tripp gives us several questions just to kind of think and evaluate our hearts and our attitudes that really drive our strategies. And so The first question he asks is, what kind of picture are your kids getting of God's authority by the way that you exercise yours? And so he talks about how sometimes our kids really walk away thinking about God as an angry father because, well, we got a bunch of angry dads walking around and moms yelling and screaming at the kids when they screw up. And so, second question is, how often do you combine moments of discipline with patient, insight-giving instruction? Parents, when any youth worker can attest to this, when somebody screws up or a kid screws up or does something wrong, you say, "What were you thinking?" And the answer all the time is,
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. And so one of the hard things about parenting and discipling kids, children, students is helping them understand the why they've done what they've done. Yeah. And inevitably, when sin is involved, and usually sin is involved when any kind of behavior goes sideways, it's because they're not connecting the why of what they're doing. And so they're impulsively acting out their sin nature. And so the whole point of helping our kids understand God's authority is helping them understand why they do what they do. And as parents, when we do that, it's gospel work. Two more, and we'll go super fast. Do you humbly own the rebellion of your own heart as you deal with the rebellion of your own children in a way that causes you to exercise authority with patience and grace? It's really easy for parents to get self-righteous. Well, I would never.
When I was a kid,
that's actually a particular pitfall for grandparents. In my day, I would never do that. In fact, you know what, Mom? That kid deserves a spanking. No, what that kid needs is Jesus. And we've got to exercise our authority in such a way that it's winsome and we're pointing them to Christ. And then finally, in moments of discipline, do you often point your children to the hope and help that is to be found in the life, death, and burial of Jesus Christ? Man, those are convicting questions. Absolutely. And really, those will then inform our strategies. Long tip of the week. Hope you stick through. But I think it's really helpful for us to think about authority and the way that we incorporate authority into our family structures. So, and you dealt with chapter 9 on foolishness.
We did.
Guys, just get the book.
Please.
Very, very good.
Great. Thank you, Brian.
Yep.
Lastly, we're going to play a game, and we're going to follow up same game as last week, but different questions, different topic.
We're going to play How Little Do You Know again to highlight how little I know.
Well, we'll see.
That's the point of this.
We don't know. So this is 5 definitions for the other person. Each word includes the letters M-A-Y, celebration of May Day.
Yep.
So,
do you want to go first?
I will.
Okay.
Yep, go ahead. Let's see what we have here.
Okay. Ready? Here we go. The head of a city government.
Mayor.
Well done. The feeling of despair in the face of obstacles.
Ooh. Dismay.
Correct. A vertical post decorated with streamers celebrating May Day.
A maypole.
Well done. Ancient American Indian people known for outstanding architecture, pottery, and astronomy.
Mayans.
Correct. Widespread rank-smelling plant having white petaled flower heads.
A mayflower.
Close. Mayweed. Mayweed. 4 out of 5. I actually predicted 4 out of 5 for you. So
that's good.
You've set the bar high for me. I'm feeling the pressure already in my spirit. And already coming out of the hole, I'm
that's all right.
Just behind.
All right. You never know.
Here we go, man.
Number 1, perhaps.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll give it to you. Number 2, egg yolks and oil and vinegar.
Egg yolks. I don't know. Mayo.
Incorrect. Mayonnaise. Violent and needless disturbance.
Mayhem.
Correct. A slender winged aquatic insect.
Aquatic insect. Mayfly.
Correct. Egg-sized fleshy fruit, also known as wild apricot.
I don't know.
Incorrect. Maypop.
Maypop. I never
because
heard of
when you
maypop.
step on it,
it may pop.
It may pop.
It may pop.
There you go.
All right. Dude, well done.
Thank you. Come through again.
Yes. We're going to launch a congressional investigation to see if our producer and Pastor Pat here are colluding.
Not worth it.
But your ever-increasing lead is ever-increasing.
Absolutely.
Hey, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.